Twitch and YouTube. Hopefully this all goes well. Ooh. But yeah, so the goal is to try to get that done before Ragnarok drops, and Ragnarok drops the supposedly. I think it's like the 18th of June. So fingers crossed that actually drops and goes well.
Right.
I gotta change up. Live.
Dude, I love their little stupid Wild West fucking. I love these fucking war bonds, man. Some of these are great themes.
I was seeing some of them, and what was it? The guy was doing the walk with the beat and the music while he was raising his fist. Yeah. It was like just goofy as hell, but I loved it. I was like, dude, that is amazing. Yeah, if I didn't have this extreme need to be beaten this arc or try to beat the island before Ragnarok, I think I definitely would have be jumping into some Helldivers. That looks too fun to pass up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hopefully that updated properly. Just trying to change my YouTube. There it goes. Yep. It's so weird how this works when using more or less OBS instead of the StreamYards, because that's StreamYards isn't good for video games at all. Great for live streams or just talking, but not not gaming. The lag on that is horrendous. All right.
You could probably overcome it. It'd probably just take a fucking dent of money.
For StreamYards?
Yeah, right. If you really, beefed up a system.
Maybe, but
or is it because it's all
third party?
over the internet?
Yeah. So I think it's just something on their end.
So it's more of a latency problem. Yeah.
Right. Because like even when we share videos, some videos like perfect, other videos it'll be like the audio's chalked for some reason. Like you can hear parts of the audio, but not all of it. It's very strange. Like they need to figure that out. But at the same time, if I can move over to OBS, then that's just one less subscription thing we have to worry about. And that's ideal. So part of me going live every night is also helping me figure out OBS a little more, getting a little more familiar with it. Ooh.
No.
This will deter anybody who jumps in, but I do need to check out. I just added an outro as one of my tests. I was going to test it later on, but if I could test it right now, that would be good. Oh, damn it. See this? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, perfect, perfect. Outro working smooth. There we go. Boom, back in Ark. Yep. So Ark's got me watching a bunch of videos now too.
Go to
Make
brush
sure.
up on like how to do shit.
Yeah, it's like because I was like, Billy was the only person that really took breeding and trying to get the mutation serious. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure how to start that whole process and really like.
That's like one of my favorite parts about Ark, though, is that every person can really have a niche like thing. It's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so much room for like, you know, the recipes and knowing which recipes and just having it on
Yeah,
deck. Granted,
yeah,
they give you a lot more like the blueprints for all the recipes are like on the or in the respective places, so it's a lot easier to like look it up, and now you can like tag it on the side for making sure if you have those items or not. But also
hmm
like maintaining the greenhouse to do all those things and all that stuff.
yeah. It's a lot
And
of systems. Like it's definitely made for like a good clan play.
absolutely. That's why like it was nice that we have the ability to tweak some of the stuff because it's we can still make things
Yeah,
happen
being able
without
to
having a
make some of
whole
that shit
clan.
quicker. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely nice.
So yeah, I getting the whole taming thing. I learned a lot about taming and how that all works
hmm
and like the thought process behind it. So I got a good thing going with those big gators I was talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing that sucks is I like had a whole process of getting the right mutations. So you start with one mutation at a time. So I'm starting with the health to be the first one, getting health ones, and then I'm out in the wild and I found a gator that was better than the one I had currently, and I was like, son of a bitch. Because if I tame that one, which I did, I have to now restart the whole process over.
Mm.
So it could be timely. I'll take it from that one. Yeah, I actually had Zula. She was curious about me playing, and she was asking questions. It's like, it's on the Xbox over there. And then she was like, "Oh yeah." She jumped in, and I was like, "You're gonna die a lot. You're gonna die a lot. So be prepared." She seemed pretty gun ho about it. So she started off, and I took her into our first base area, and I just gave her like
Yeah.
everything she'll need. I was like,
Oh,
still
that's
learn how to
great.
play it, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's still learning a lot. But yeah, it's been fun to see her get all excited about jumping in.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh shit, I went the wrong way. Oops. Yeah, no Russell yet, but he did say you'd probably be hopping on later, so
Mm.
he did
Good
say
on.
around 11, so it's around this time now. So
Oh yeah, okay.
oh yeah, that's what I gotta do. Mm. Just gotta hope that these eggs hatch to be something I need.
Goddamn mystery eggs.
Yeah. One of them should be fine no matter what. One of them's kind of a gamble.
Mm.
Well, actually, technically, the other one is still a gamble because if it gets a mutation, I just gotta hope and fingers crossed that it's the mutation I want.
Mm.
If not, they go in the grinder. The other thing I recently figured out that I was kind of kicking myself in the butt for was underwater taming sucks, and I was always hated doing it because you need to put tranks on a harpoon, and shooting the harpoon's so annoying and grueling and slow.
Mm.
And I had I have a giant squid tamed, and I didn't know that they can also knock out creatures in the water. So just found that out. So, and it seems like that process is a lot faster than the harpoon. So at least a lot less grueling than chasing a creature down, slowly harpooning it.
Yeah.
Alright, escalators, escalators, escalators. Eels. Oh. Never mind, there was a secondary thing I forgot about my... Damn it. That could go wrong off of one of these eggs, and that's if it was a male. I needed it to be a female as well. Yeah, both eggs were dupes. No good. What's this one missing, though? Why is it a lower level? Health is the same. Weight is the same. Stamina is the same. The food is not the same. But it's also a male, so it needs to go in the grinder. Damn, I was on a roll earlier today, too, with getting some good progress on this mutation, or at least getting a bunch of the proper dinos I need for it. The females, getting the right stats, so now I have a base male and base female.
Mm.
And now it's all gotta be halted for over a day. Damn. Well, I got plenty of other things I need to be doing, so guess that's alright. That's what I didn't see. Whoops. Oof. You know what a shitty tame is? A Leopleurodon in the water.
What?
Yeah, they have Leopleurodons in Ark. I didn't know that was the thing, even. Like, I knew about it, but I didn't know that they were in Ark.
Okay, sure.
But they're... Oh, shit. What was that thing? Don't matter. Just kill it. You can tame them, but apparently they're only like a 30-minute tame. They disappear like... It's either like an hour or 30 minutes, something like that. You get a limited time with them because they're supposed to help you find underwater loot crates.
Bullshit. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
And they're aggressive. They will come out and attack you. And the only way to tame them is to have honey on you, which is, you know, deteriorates really fast. But there's a way around that, but I don't think the game intended you to use that way around it. They wanted to make it seem like it was such a special thing to get. But yeah, such a lame tame. Oh shit. Just forgot what I was doing. Damn, another one? This is silly. I was gonna say, this thing is not gonna attack me? What's going on? How do I know if it's passed out? Oh, I think that answered my question. No way it's running away. Okay, there it goes. I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm trying to use this squid to tame something right now. Just have it holding it, and I can't tell if it's knocked out or not.
No, well, that's a problem.
All right, I'm assuming it'll let go once it's knocked out, but I don't know.
I love these little surprises, you know?
All right, so my squid's just rocking it like a baby right now. Is there any way I can... Ooh, maybe I can use this. That's a perfect. Oh, if this thing would tell me if it's knocked out or not, it's definitely not. If this is the case. How long does it need to be holding it? Damn. Gonna have to look it up on Dodo Decks on my phone or something.
Jesus, this fucking guy.
Alright, this is level 85, okay. Oh, oh, never mind. This is... No way. Oh. Wait, that can't be the right answer. I think I did it wrong. Never mind. Nope, I did it right. No way. I don't think it's the better way to tame things. Or at least not big things like a mosasaurus.
Alright, I can see that.
And if I were to do it this way, I'd be waiting here holding this mosasaur for 30 minutes. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. I don't need a mosasaurus. I was like, it's a big tame, I can get it. But dude, I'm not waiting no 30 minutes holding this thing. If I could dismount and still have my squid holding it, I'd be like, yeah, maybe. That's just to knock it out too. That's not even like taming it. Just gonna kill it. He's going down, buddy. I should see how long it took. How many harpoons it would have taken. The amount of harpoons and chasing it down would have taken like 25
Fuck
minutes.
I don't have the patience for it.
Right, dude? It's atrocious.
That's why I can't tell you how much I love that goddamn that boat that I had that can do all the trapping.
Yeah, honestly, that is huge.
Just got to build one of those onto a Quetzalcoatlus, and then we're all set.
Right. That sucker to grab tames out of the air, which is already a pain to tame already.
Right?
But they with the Bob's tall tails, you can have a Zeppelin.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot cooler than it actually was, though. It can't just stay idle in the sky, unfortunately, which makes no sense. I feel like as long as it's fueled, it should. But it can't. I think it has like a 5-minute timer or something like that. If you leave it in the sky, it'll come crashing down if you leave it unmanned for more than 5 minutes or something like that. Damn, that was lame. All right. Oh, I should really start checking out some of these other... Oh, shit. Stupid anglerfish trying to try me right now. And eels? What the fuck? Why is everybody jumping me right now? Bunch of losers. All right.
Just need a little bit more for the fucking sword.
There's a sword now?
There's a saber, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And there's a flag. You can carry the Super Earth flag.
Nice. Does it give you, like, everyone a boost or something?
No, that's the best part. It doesn't do shit.
That is hilarious.
It's just a melee weapon that has the flag attached to it, basically.
Oh, it's
so you can
beautiful.
just stab the shit out of people with the flag. Yeah, it's great. It's great. But then I think you can actually plant it and then pick it up
that's
and all that.
sick.
So yeah. Yeah.
See, I really appreciate clearly the devs just having a field day with that game.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're like, and then we could do
Now
this.
I will tell you, if they do decide to allow that to give you some kind of a bump, if you're within like so many feet of it, that would be amazing.
Like if you planted it. Oh shit! I don't want to kill those things.
Like even if you could just like, what would be awesome is if you could slowly regain health in it. That would be fucking amazing.
That'd be sick. Yeah, absolutely. I think that'd be a cool thing to add to it as well.
Yeah, without trying to be like too overpowered about it.
Right. Yeah. You gotta clear and make sure that it doesn't become like a meta.
But considering you're pretty much, I think you're giving up like an entire primary weapon for it.
Jesus. It's just a silly little gag just to be...
Hey, man. It's worth
just
it,
to
though.
flex it, right?
Oh, damn. Well, that's going to be a problem.
feel like the best way to tame things with the toothy underneath water with the big squid is probably have a secondary person shooting it with harpoons while you're holding it.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, man.
Sure does. No Russell yet. What a bum. I'm about ready to call him and be like, dude, hop in the water. Because I found one of these other creatures I want. Just looked it up in seconds. Because it only does it by seconds. It's just like, oh, if you hold it for 300 seconds, and that's about 5 minutes. So I'm like, god damn. It's crazy. And that's for like not even a crazy good level. Just for like a lower level of these things I have. Or I want to get. They do a lot of bleed damage in the water, so.
That's good.
I wanted to tame, or maybe I might just try to tame or breed or tame a male female and try to breed them like crazy just so I can get like a horde of these guys and toss them all in that cave and just let them rip. Wonder if that'll be an ideal move for that cave that we're having issues with. We had somebody jokingly say you should tame a giga and throw it in the cave in the water. And, you know, honestly, yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I gotta keep an eye on my oxygen tank, switch it out. Still not max level either yet. I'm 98. You know what? I think I am going to try to give Russell a call. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what up, Voltron? Well, give me 1 second. All right, sounds like he's busy doing something, so I don't think I'll probably see Russell on tonight.
What a bitch.
Yeah, for real. But I got Voltron in the chat on Twitch. He's the guy who was helping me out, giving me pointers last time, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm out here screwing around. I forgot, well, I didn't forget, but I just recently learned, which I already told you, Matt, was the squid can knock out tames, but it's a little unorthodox and takes forever, so I'm busy trying to tame a low-level, whatever these things are called. Zyphactinus. Very ugly fish. See, I was told about that command too, and I was like, I'll write it down somewhere. I did it once, and I never did it again, so. Yeah, I probably should. They really need to just make that an option in the game to clear up the fog. Hopefully with the 5.5 update, it'll happen. Yeah, it's super dumb. And fog is lethal in this game. It's almost as bad as the sun was in Survival Evolved. You know, you'd turn the map on, and if you weren't looking in the right direction, you'd be blinded by the sun. The fog in this game is just as... It's probably worse. Did he get free, or is he still, am I still holding him? Ugh. Yeah, the fog's horrible. You get really bad spot. Where'd he go? Is he dead? Or is he knocked out? He's knocked out, yeah! Alright. Yeah, I'll have to look up the command, because it is super annoying. Because the underwater areas all have that super fog. Well, it's not, I wouldn't say super fog, but it's got enough to be annoying where you can't see the whole ocean.
Yeah.
Makes it creepy. Anything can run up on you. I believe I checked the dodo decks right for these guys. They have me tripping. With our taming, if I use this kibble, I think it should be almost instant. We'll see. If not, no biggie. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me try doing that now then. Whoop. Is it, or how do I do that command? Is it through here? I wonder if I have permissions for that. Ooh. Nice. Not the best level, but it will do. If it stands still.
That's a lot of hope, man.
Yeah. I wonder if I don't... Well, I don't think it would matter there. Ooh. Should have brought my better scuba gear. There it goes. Never mind. We're good. How do I check that? I don't know if I'll have to ask Sean about that since he has the server. I wonder if I don't have commands for that. Oh. Mods, restore settings, restore audio. Is it under... Did I pass? No, it'd be... Probably advanced, right? For show names, console access. Yeah, that should be good then, right? Isn't that for console commands? Am I... Am I tripping? Where is this? Shows... on. Toggle to talk, blah, blah, blah. The underwater bubble particle multiplier. I don't think that did nothing. No. What system are you using? I'm on PC. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. that is. Go back. All right, my bad. Advanced. To UI. I saw it. Okay. Oh, here we go. Color. You went too fast. My bad. My bad. Yeah. My brother-in-law is the one who owns the server, and he did it for me last time I did it, so I didn't know exactly what he did. I thought it was just when you do the console commands, you know, when you hit the, like doing it here. And it's just saying command not recognized. Let me surface so I don't have to kill this tank. And then let me get to my, or at least out of freezing. Yeah, the fog and everything in this game, just oof. I'm really surprised that wasn't a setting off rip, though. I feel like that was just a bad call on their part.
Yeah.
But then again, Wildcard isn't really known for having the best accessibility when it comes to all your options and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you know, if the Unreal update doesn't fix it, then we won't either.
Yeah, I guess they gotta get their ass in gear with that.
They really do.
They do got some fixes to do.
But they're definitely waiting for this, or everyone's waiting for this Unreal 5 update. It's supposed to be the 5th. Or the 2nd, my bad. June 2nd. So you press to open the console. Yeah. That's what I did, and I put that in there, unless it's a different code, or... I don't know, is my console command bar popping up on my stream? I don't know if it is or not. But it's just saying command not recognized for the E volumetric fog 0. Is there supposed to be a space or something? Or isn't there something I need to put before putting that in there? Let me see. Okay. Let me try that. All right. I think it took it this time. There it is. Oh my god, that's so different. It's almost blinding how much I can see underneath the water now. I just kind of wish it was daytime now so I can get a better look at it. I haven't seen the underwater section in this game look like this since Evolved. Thank you. Thank you, Voltron. Yep, still figuring things out for this underwater cave, kind of refusing to let it go. Just thinking of maybe taming a bunch of those Zyphactus things and throwing them in the cave. Probably all die immediately, but maybe if I get like 10 of them or something, it might do something. I'm still thinking about the Giga. I need to go. Actually, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I was asking my other buddy who's playing on here, who's not on right now. I just called him and bothered him, and he was busy. I think he was out maybe at a bar or something. I don't know what he's doing. But he said he wasn't sure when he'd be on, but he has some Rexes for me to grab in his cryo fridge, because I don't have a Rex because I still need to get the Giga. I need to get. You know what? I feel like that still might be the best option. I feel like the Zyfact way, using the Tootho, would take forever. Might be interesting, but I think the Giga would be way more interesting, and we'll see what kind of magic we can cook up with that. But yes, I need to make that extraordinary kibble. And to make that kibble, I need to get that extraordinary egg. And we'll see what we can cook up. Plus, come on, yeah. The Giga, throwing the Giga in the cave would be a lot more entertaining. For research purposes. It's the only way now. It's going to take me a while to get that cooking. Alright. Yeah, I was looking up on Dodo Decks for things, and I saw that the Tootho could knock things out. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then I saw how long it would take to knock things out, and I'd be sitting there for minutes on end, and I'm like, this isn't really as practical as I thought it would be. Yeah.
Funny how that happens.
It really is. Still don't know which one's worse. Waiting on the Tootho holding a creature or chasing it down with the harpoon gun, just hitting it nonstop, and with how slow that reload is. Oh, why did I put all of them in there? I meant to put most of this in my fridge. Actually, I think I'll just hold it and bring it back to the base. One more second. I need to stack that. Oh, everything is stacked. You guys can have 2 more. It's mainly for the cats and the bird I have over here. Oh yeah, let me grab my shit. Oh, now I'm overweight. Makes sense. Can I walk? Oh, I can't even walk. Rip. I'm always carrying more shit on me than I should. It's a bad habit. Okay. Alright, oh yeah, scuba tanks. Not that it really needed it, but whatever. And like that was going to save me from a little bit. You know what I really don't need to be holding on to is all of my heavy armor stuff. I can still leave this here. Hey, if the Giga works like a charm, that's clearly the answer to go for. Then we could possibly run the rest of that cave without... I wouldn't say without a worry. The Giga's going to eventually die. It would be hilarious if the Giga kills absolutely everything in there and survives, and I can re-cryopod him in there. That would be the coolest thing in the world. Alright. Put on my Power Ranger skin. Go drop off all this fish on my base. Go grab the Rexes and try to get as many eggs as possible. Aquadino. It has to be now. You put the idea there, we gotta respect it. Respect the source of the idea. Voltron, you put in motion a legendary event. Just wish I could make it happen like this. It's going to take some time. And a lot of trank darts. Well, I can get those other darts too. The only other issue is I don't have a Rhino Gnath, so I can't be tranking him from the air. I do have a Zeppelin, though. Would that be the ideal route? The Lost Colony. What is the Lost Colony? Oh. Oh, I think I have heard about that. True. I've been so blinded by Ragnarok on the horizon for maps. I'm like, nothing else matters, just this. But I don't blame other people who've been playing, like sticking with it, to be checking out the other maps. Vampire kind of theme. When's that? When is the Lost Colony supposed to come out? Granted, that's actually a horrible thing to ask anybody associated with Ark. When is this supposed to come out? It was supposed to come out 2 years ago, but they kept on postponing it. June 2nd. Oh, is it supposed to release with the 5.5? They're super late all the time. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Oh, shit. I'll have to take a look into that. Just to, like, see. Got a bunch of creatures coming with that one. I feel like you'd have to. You can't just drop a vampiric type theme in Ark and not have any creatures associated with, like, a vampire theme. Unless they're bringing back that one bat that can drain blood. That'd be cool. Fair enough. I should put one of these in here. What am I doing? Oh, I left one of my gators there. Damn it. Okay, I don't need them. Plus, I could always circle back and grab them once I grab these Rexes from Russell. Oh, also, for the third time, I had to restart my whole process with the gators because I found another better base gator. And it was purple, orange, and red, and it looked really cool. So now I've just restarted the new process. My base level now starting at 235, so really solid, and the starting health is over 10k, so I was stoked about that. But unfortunately, I was bummed about having to restart the whole process, but yeah. For Giga, just use metal, like trap them for the Giga. I'm going to have to look up a Giga trap, or do you think I just use like behemoth gates or something? Okay. I remember back when we played Evolved, we had a Giga Trap for forever, and we would just use, like, triangle ceilings. I forgot how we got them in there. We baited them in there. I didn't make the trap, but it was super effective. So, if anything, I might have to check that trap out, because that one was very nice. Well, if that's the route I have to go, then I should look that up right quick, or at least something. As long as it's metal, for sure. Not stone, right. I'll have to go back to the water base, because it has, I think, the majority of the metal I have left. What's going on over here? Damn, that's a good level. But I would never want to go out of my way to tame one of those guys. Too much of a pain in the ass. There we go. Yeah, Russell's been taming Rexes. I've been doing the Gators, but he said I could take about half of his Rexes, but I just need a good amount of females. How many does he have? Okay, that's a baby. Baby Rex, Rex. feel right taking that many from him. I can do my part and at least level or raise one of them instead of taking all of his. I'll take 2 and 1 male. Alright. I didn't mean to throw him back in there. Oh, that's taking half of his Rexes, I suppose. Alright. Oh my god. No. Why did I think I could close that? While flying. It was a bad idea. At least it wasn't high enough to kill me. Yeah, Billy sent me a message. He just finished Expedition 33.
Oh, nice.
Are you gonna give that game a try, Matt?
I may. I'm just not really in the mood for spending money right now. I don't know.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. It is quite something though, but yeah. I told Billy to jump in here. I kind of wanted to like ask him some questions about how he felt about the ending, all that, without spoiling.
Yeah,
it,
yeah. Yeah, sure. Is this what is this? More like a JRPG?
Yeah. Heavily inspired by JRPGs for sure. As the dude's the lead director behind the games, he huge Final Fantasy fan, huge Persona fan. And somebody I just saw a video today. One of the main themes in the game that plays like in the background is one of the OG Pokemon sound like themes from like Red and Blue, from when you're like walking on Route 1, I think, or someone brought it up and I was like, holy shit, they played it side by side, and I was like, that is basically it. I just hope that they move away from it enough to where Nintendo can't just go sue them, because that will be 100% Nintendo going, oh, you mean we can sue somebody?
Yeah, right.
So hopefully it's enough to not be copywritten by Nintendo, but we'll see. But it is really cool homage to it, and I think that's what, if anything, that's what they were going for. Because this game definitely pays homage to like a ton of different games.
Yeah.
A gamer made the game. That's basically what everyone keeps on saying, and it's so true. Oh, I gotta get the bird down here. What am I doing? Come here. Whoop. I should get him closer. I'm gonna move Anger out of the way. Hey, Anger, move. I only have this RG here for when I had this whole bottom area of my base surrounded by the big gators. I had them on following the birds so they wouldn't get lost. But now I don't have any of those gators because they all died in the cave. Some birds up here for no reason.
Okay. Yeah, right on.
The cave has claimed many lives, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Ooh, let me quickly see if I can just look up the Giga Trap that we used last time.
There was another cool turn-based one. It looked like it was kind of like a near future kind of thing, more of a bit more of tactical kind of stuff. So it was like war game stuff, but in the near future, but all turn-based. I would like to see something like that be 4-player, because I would love to play some of these other turn-based games. Hopefully now
Absolutely. Derek can,
that I've
yeah.
gotten Derek kind of to come over the edge with turn-based,
Right.
maybe he would like some.
Currently watching how this guy's making a Giga trap. Using a lot of metal pillars.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I wasn't sure if he was going to go the gate route or not, but this doesn't look like a gate route type trap. Is he all he's using? This looks weird, but it looks very resource friendly. Oh, no way. That worked really well. What? And it's just stuck? Oh, I feel like I'm not going to believe this. I'm going to get duped. And watch this and be like, that was easy. I'm going to try it myself and get killed. Alright. How many metal pillars? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look about like, I'll just make 20 metal pillars. Looked about 16, but what's a couple extra, you know? I need to make this on the RG. Alright. I hate when I do that. Okay. Oops, I didn't need that many. Whatever. The more the merrier. We'll see if it works and how well it works. Let's see what else. Need that biotoxin. I feel like I might get this going faster than I thought. We'll see. Still got to raise up the Rexes. I still got to make all the Tranks. Hey, and if this trap goes smoothly, maybe I can tame more than 1 Giga. That would actually be super ideal. Tame 2 Gigas, breed them, and then get one where I have it at a really high level. maybe. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see where we're going. What are we cooking with? Let me... Am I even holding any... Yeah, okay. Enough to... I think I do have a Rex egg that's fertile in the fridge. I should double check that too. At least wait till these guys are juveniles. Alright. Need to... And then... Wait. Yeah, got one. Oh, they don't eat as fast as the gators do as babies. That's good. There's a creature, it was the otter. I cryopotted a baby otter right off rip after it was born, and then I had like 4 babies. I started uncryopotting them to all start like process of feeding and raising them. I was like, threw out one, threw out the second one, threw out the third one. Right when I threw out the third one, the first one died of starvation. I was like, whoa, whoa, that was way too fast. So then by the time I realized that and started feeding at least one of them, the second one died. So I had 2 otters die of starvation right away. And I was like, I did not think it would happen that fast. So now I'm like all paranoid whenever I'm feeding babies in this game. I'm like, I make sure when they get to juvenile age, that's when they can start eating off the trough. So, but yeah, that was unfortunate. But I was able to get the next batch of otters breeding, so this way, if I ever do run this cave solo and don't have Russell with me, and I just barely get the artifact, or I can just get the artifact a couple times, I can actually grab it twice with the otter.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing that's this cave has been eating is my otters. I've had at least 3 otters die in this cave.
What? That's way too many otters to be losing in the cave,
Dude,
man.
I'm telling you, this cave's brutal.
What are you doing?
It's the artifact of the brute for brutal. And it has absolutely been brutal. I can only imagine doing this unofficial. I'd be losing my mind. I'd be taking every loss. So, I mean, I have already been taking the losses personal. I'm refusing to give up on this cave. I need to conquer it in any by any means, but not the like actual legit means of raising a water tame with perfect mutations, finding a high level saddle to make on it. That's way too much time. That'd be several months after a Ragnarok's release before I can get something consistent like that. It's a female. Should I have her out anyway? Oh, why is it not reading that? There it is. It is a female. What happens if I... 5 minutes. Just buy one that's mutated with poly. What do you mean by that? Oh. I mean, we're on a private server, though. Are you talking about like getting off of the private server, buying one, bringing it back to the server? Oh, if you were on official. Oh, okay. Ah, I never. That is actually a benefit, I guess, huh? I never thought about it in that way. All right. Kudos to people who figured it out on official. That is actually pretty neat. Trading amongst tribes. I never thought about that. Seems so simple, but at the same time, so complex. There's level 400 dinos. After they've had it, right? People have a lot of time on their hands. Yeah. True. Very true. The only other person I don't think I've ever met or actually like known anybody personally who played Ark on official. The closest I gotten was a family friend who their family members play Ark on official. And I was it's the closest I've ever known anybody playing Ark on official. Yeah, you got to be able to be just willing to jump into those tribes because it's absolutely crucial. When you play an official, do you play with do you have a tribe with you, or are you just doing it solo? I feel like that'd be crazy. But then again, I guess you could always just nomad it, but also befriend tribes too. Solo, you're crazy.
That's nuts.
That is insane.
Who would do that solo? That's nuts.
Voltron, man. But I guess if you make those friends with those tribes, I guess it makes sense. But man, that sounds brutal.
Right.
But I started with Kibble Farm. And that is that what you were trading to other tribes and stuff? Why am I doing that? Oh, they're juveniles. No. Yeah, you have to use kibble when you start, huh? Because there's like sometimes these taming are ungodly long and stuff like that. Oh my god. He said he beat all the... yeah, I'm assuming all the bosses with the dinos he tamed and imprinted. Later on, he bought a few. That's crazy. Well, Ark is definitely your game, man. Oh, why did I pick that up? Put it back down. I don't like where I put that. Took a few months, I bet. Yeah. Even with our settings cranked, I'm like tripping. I'm getting able to like do what I have to do with my one buddy to get all the bosses done before Ragnarok, and I have less than a month, and I'm still like, I don't know if I have the time for that, and our settings are boosted. So, touche. It took a few months, but whatever. Humble brag. No, that is definitely something to brag about, though, because it is insane. Anytime anyone's like, yeah, I play on official, I'm like, dude, I don't know how. There was a issue with our dedicated servers from Nitrado, so I was playing on official for a little bit. Man, it's grueling. Just play casually. I don't know if that's casual play. I don't think you could play Ark on official casual. I mean, you could, but it's like the highest achievement amongst casual players, I'd say. I know, I'm treating it like it's the devil. Bobby Boucher playing Ark on official servers is the devil. or times 3. Oh, that's true. That is true. Damn, you really have to take advantage of those times 2 or times 3 weekends, huh? During events, yeah. I'll see them post like on online on their socials and be like, hey, it's a times 2 weekend, or we're extending the times 3 this week or whatever. I just need this thing to be a female. It's not.
What an idiot.
Yeah, what a stupid Rex. Don't matter, I'll raise these 2. Got the 2 females from Russell, and with 1 male, just in case. I'll still probably breed them so I can get more. I'm gonna leave these stats. Well, for not playing on official, we look at, or at least I look at official players as people in a league of their own. Oh, female. The gods of Ark. And yeah, I did get some enjoyment from watching. I just recently watched this guy's video playing on official servers, and it's like Russian hackers who are trying to just shut down servers by building a wall around the whole island. So when you start off on the island, you have no resources to farm, and you're basically gonna starve.
Hosed.
Yeah. And he made it his whole goal to get inside this wall, and he found a little hole and got in there. They weren't even building anything. They just want to stop people from playing on the server. And how the way this story unraveled, at first I was like, I'm sure I'll like take a quick look at this video. I ended up watching the whole thing. It was very enticing, the way the guy was telling the whole story and how he went about it. And then he got into some legal issues because of Wildcard not banning cheaters in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, they were able to like, I think they like contacted the EU or something, or brought that up because there was some law that forced gaming companies to have to deal with certain hackers and whatnot. And I think they either brought that up to Wildcard or got the EU involved to bring it up to Wildcard or something. I forgot how he worded it, but they ended up getting those players banned. But he's like, I'm sure they'll make other accounts and still try to terrorize more servers, official servers. But
well,
the way
he got to.
Yeah, the way he ended it was very like stoic, like he was Batman, being like, but I'll be out there watching. But it was very entertaining for sure. But yeah, I also learned a lot of stuff from watching his little video there and whatnot, like, or at least not like crazy, but like how people playing on PvP, how their minds work and how they carry themselves. The thing I can't stand, I could never play on PvP just because of I love making a lavishly large, ridiculously weak to an attack base build just for the aesthetics. And for PvP, man, you gotta find a little nook and cranny, make a 2x1 and have all of your, like the fabricator and all this and that. Yeah. See, all right. See, Voltron, at least you have a line, right? He may play unofficial, but he does not play PvP. I respect that. I don't know how people... I freak out losing dinos I have on a private server. I couldn't handle probably losing a bunch of dinos on official server, let alone a PvP server where you basically go in with knowing everything you have is about to get erased in a matter of seconds. Yes. And that's what he was talking about in this video on these PvP servers with these guys shutting it down and taming a Titanosaurus just to go destroy someone's base. And how they, like, overnight they were hunting down their bases and how they had to store a bunch of, like, he said he had, like, 20-plus bases hidden in the whole island, a bunch of 2x1s and nooks and crannies just so he couldn't get, like, if one base was found, at least he had another base to rely on. I'm like, dude.
Wow.
That is just Like, I respect the grind, I respect the story and how he goes about this whole thing, but I could never. That's just too much work. Too much work to get erased out of nowhere. The only thing you have left is just your level. It's crazy. But it was also interesting just watching him, always carrying around bolas, because bolas might be the most valuable weapon in that game. If you
Yeah,
bola
right.
somebody, they're done. They're trapped for 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can just do whatever the hell you want to them.
pretty much. And the other thing he was carrying that I didn't think would be viable, but was absolutely viable, was a torch. It was bola and torch. Bola guys, and then torch smack them so they catch fire. And I was like, I didn't know the torch did that. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's great.
Voltron said he tried it once years ago on Evolved with my cousin. No idea how it how it was. Yeah, this sounds rough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a different type of people.
Those are those Rust type of people.
Absolutely. See, that's the other thing he's saying. He's like, he waved at some people. Next thing you know, they knock you out and then they put you in a
Yep.
cage. And it's like, yep.
Yep. Yep.
That's so brutal.
It's that Daisy. It's the same. It's the same type of people.
Right.
Which makes me really
Those
glad
Tarkov
at
people.
how well the community of Helldivers is, really, given that we can team kill each other to fucking no end.
True. Helldivers community absolutely looking out for each other. I remember when somebody was team killing, you got practically put on a hit list online.
Yeah,
find
yeah.
this guy, kill him. He said he was cracking up. It was too funny. Even though he was, knocked out in a cage. I think I'd get a good laugh of it and just be like, yeah, I'm done playing on Ark PvP. Handcuffed, knocked out, handcuffed, thrown in a cage. Yeah, I'd be like, damn it. Because I know if it was the other way, if I was doing that to people, I'd be like, I'm an asshole, but I'd be laughing at it too. It's fucked, but
Yeah.
because at least you don't have too much in the game, you don't have too much tames, builds, and achievements within that server to really care. You're just like a beach bob.
Yeah.
But it still is very discouraging to try out anything further with PvP on this.
No,
But
no.
I'm
not a fan.
That's like one of my big reasons why Todd's like, just try Tarkov. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing Tarkov. Because no matter what you do in that game, everything wipes. No matter how hard you grind and do whatever you want, I can't get behind that. And Todd's like, yeah, but everybody wipes. I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah, it's definitely a mechanic.
Do you hear what Todd's been doing lately, though?
What's that?
Todd has been as much as Todd loves and plays Tarkov all the time, and he's been playing PvP as of recently. Every time I've been checking in on him, whenever he's been playing on PvE, and he said it is more enjoyable on playing Tarkov to play PvE this way. He's like, you don't have to deal with a bunch of the bullshit if somebody's hacking or not. Which, yeah. Todd maybe might coming around to the more simple life, calm life in video games.
Well, I mean, I think as we get older, it gets harder and harder to stay on that edge.
True.
I mean, I can't do all. I mean, fuck the time that Ethan is spending getting to fucking whatever platinum rating in Marvel Rivals is nuts.
Dude, him and Todd absolutely grinding the hell out of that.
Right?
Yeah, I know he was bummed about not being able to play competitive with Todd.
Oh yeah,
he's not on that PC life.
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah, because you have to be playing on the same console as the other players with when it comes to competitive on Marvel Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what else was I doing? Oh yeah, look at me, I'm slacking. Checking on these dinos that are going to be absolutely fine because I have them eating out of a trough. Everything's fine in the trough. Now I should be focusing on making my darts. Nice. Congrats. Just weapons, ammo. Yeah.
Yeah, sword's fucking tight.
Hell yeah. Does it do extra damage or just
No, I mean all the melee weapons do the same damage, I think.
okay.
Except maybe they are different because this one doesn't stun, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, this one doesn't stun. It's gonna suck dick.
But you'll look cool as fuck. That's all that matters.
Well, that's kind of yeah, that's the point.
Damn it, I might have to go back and get more metal. No way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get more metal. Lame. Oh shit. There we go. Ugh. Okay, got the biotoxin. Oh, I need to put that in the fabricator. That's another thing I hope I have enough of. I'm sure that's got to be enough. I didn't grab the other darts. Duh. 23, not bad. Okay. Wait, where's the biotoxin? Is it in there? There it is. Okay. Still need metal ingots for this. This is crazy. 38. Alright. Shall go back and grab some more. Oop. Ugh. Billy said he's not gonna. He was gonna. Since you guys were gonna game tonight with Boulder's Gate, he's gonna, or he started a movie with Hattie, so he's not gonna be able to jump in the chat.
What a bitch.
I wanted to talk some expedition with him. Damn. Ooh. There it goes. How much do I have left? Oh, still a lot. Not me having to inch my bird over. There he goes. Oh, I can't wait for Griffins.
What's up?
Can't wait for Griffins. This flying with the RG back and forth is just not it, man.
Mm.
It's brutal. And this time around, we'll be able to mate the Griffins instead of having to just get lucky and catching them. You can actually and actually get mutations and whatnot on your Griffins.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be really cool. Oh, I forgot to grind up this other Rex I don't need. Oops, wrong button. Fucking bio grinder in this game is so brutal. I love it. Great addition. What do I need? Gunpowder. Of course. Just put this Rex away for now. I don't need it out. Well, I wanted to see if it'd lay an egg. Which it didn't. Now we're talking. Man, I recently went back to controller on for Ark for just to mess around. Well, it's helping out Azula learn the controls and whatnot also. Man, it is rough. Having access to the mouse and keyboard is such a win. So much faster with so many different things. The fact that I played Ark for so long on mouse and keyboard blows my mind.
Yeah, it really is a whole different world being able to do that.
Right?
With mouse and keyboard. Yeah.
Everything's so quick. Gonna run out of biotoxins. Rip. Damn it. Oh, I got some more. Sweet. How did we get that? Let's see what this thinks how many I'm gonna need. Need at least 130. But that's if I'm not hitting the head. It says 87 shots if I'm be hitting headshots. If he's trapped the way I get him to be trapped, there should be no problem hitting those headshots. So I think 130 should be fine. Oh, should have. Actually, not that much. What the hell? Just gotta make some focal chili.
Some what?
Focal chili. Need to
Fuck
make,
is that?
I think it's the one that gives you more heat. I could be wrong. Let me double check. I needed to make extraordinary kibble, but it is increase craft speed and gain increased movement speed. Never mind. That's what it does. But I need, yeah, it's part of the extraordinary kibble. Or exceptional, sorry. Exceptional kibble.
I don't know. I don't know if I could have all the patience to actually get all the creatures and everything. I like having them.
Yeah, it is. It is a chore.
But I very much love the building system in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the building system in this game. It's one of my favorite ones out of all survival games that I've played. Although, what do you think? How do you think about that Dune game? Any thoughts on that one? That one's supposed to come out pretty soon, I believe.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you much about it.
Oh, it's supposed to be a survival game in the Dune universe. Looks pretty interesting. It looks like they're going more of like an MMO route with the survival.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that plays out, but yeah, looks pretty interesting. I'm missing Titano. Or Tinto. Why am I say Titano? Crazy.
Well, I better get my ass out of here. Getting late now.
All right, Matt.
You enjoy it, man.
Yeah, you take it easy,
Catch up
man.
with you soon.
Yep. See you later.
See ya.
Ooh. Oh, how do I get out of that? There we go. Oh, I had some. Whatever. The more the merrier. Oh, I could probably put my bear away too. What else he got? Let's grab all the berries. Conan would be great too if they made another map. Is it only one map for Conan? They've been on two. Oh, wow! I should have just read the next comment. They've been on 2 maps since they started. They just keep making new skins and not new maps. I played Conan for a little bit, and I did have a lot of fun while I did play it. But that one, I never got a consistent group of friends to play with that one. Granted, I'm still struggling to do that with Ark, but I can find still, I guess, a little more enjoyment with Ark not having people than with Conan. But I liked the combat system a lot in Conan. The third person felt really nice and natural. But yeah, that one's also very off-putting with the PV or not. Sorry, the microtransactions they kind of push on you, or at least it feels like they push on you because there's like an ungodly amount of them just for skins and whatnot. Yeah. What do you think about the Dune game? Is that something you're gonna check out, Voltron? And when the AI raids you. I think I got raided once and I just lost that. It was a small little base at the time and I just let it go. But yeah, it's like consistent, right? It's like always happening, like every like several hours. Sorry, I'm jumping topic to topic, but yeah. Put this on. You saw Dune, but I'm not sure you had mixed reviews. Yeah, I haven't. I haven't heard anything out about it, but it looked like a cool concept, and I still haven't really watched the movie, so I'm sure that would. I'd feel like I'd need to. I know you don't really need to, but I feel like it has promise. I feel like it could. I guess that goes for any survival game. Did you check out the RuneScape one? I had one buddy play it. He really enjoyed it. But it seems like that one off rips kind of having that issue of not much content afterwards. After like you hit you kind of plateau. Yeah, it really is. And like I said, I can bitch and moan about so many things when it comes to Ark, but at the same time, they just you got to give them props on certain things, and just having everything available, all the DLC stuff they do, there's like an insane amount of playability here that keeps you going. So they got to get their flowers. A skill tree for Ascended or for Arc 2 whenever that eventually maybe ever comes out? What the hell is knocking down trees? For Ascended, whoa. That'd be interesting, because I do feel like their leveling is odd. I poured a bunch of skill points into Fortitude, and I never really felt like it was doing anything. So I'm always second guessing, is it even worth it? I'm at, what am I? I'm at 60. And man, yeah, it's just, I feel like that you don't notice it until like further on, but yeah, that's way too much. I still feel like I don't have enough. Is that messed up? But then again, I'm not out here. Oh, we got a problem. Maybe, sort of. Where is the problem? You can walk through lava. That is the goal. No. Fuck, where is that? Oh, shit, look at him. Look at this little sneaky bastard. What level is this thing? Oh, let me go get a gator. That wasn't the goal, but it ended up just being that way for my Fortitude. Where is... Oh, I still left him. I never grabbed him from my water base. I'm stupid. Yeah, I probably will eventually drink the mind wipe tonic or whatever the hell it is. Oh, I don't fucking have a saddle for you. Great. Who's got a saddle? I mean, I could just throw him out there and tell him to go get him. Rex just really disappear? He probably fell off the edge. Oh, no, he's there. 55. I choose you. Medulla oblongata. Oh, he's on passive. Get him. Oh, wait, this probably wasn't smart. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Yeah, get him, boy. It would be cool if someone really created a survival game that's not dino related, but with a lot of content. It does seem like the big issue. Hey, or dinos still. I was saying that I feel like an IP that could. I feel like every type of game should have like some competition that really pushes it forward. And I was talking with some of my buddies, and I was saying that I feel like if any IP could challenge Ark and do what Ark's doing, it'd have to be Turok. Futuristic dinos fighting them, that's kind of like their niche. It's how they started off back in the day, you know? But once again, you are going up against a powerhouse of content. Hell yeah. I feel like they have the IP power to stand up, be a good rival to Ark. But at the same time, Ark needs better weapons. Absolutely. It's so limited. I feel like that's the issue with Ark 2 ever releasing too. Would be nice to have. Wait, need to have to be so reliant on dinos all the time. I agree. There is definitely a power dynamic that you just absolutely need dinos rather than it being optional. Especially on official servers, it's damn near mandatory. But yeah, I agree 100% on that. But like you said earlier, though, like it's so hard to go up against Ark because it has so much content to give you. I think that's might be one of the issues they'll run into with whenever they choose or if it ever is real Ark 2. I don't think we'll see that game for like another 5 years. I know they'll keep on telling us it'll be like, oh, another year, but I really don't see that game coming anytime soon. Oh, I totally forgot about a dino over here. Yep, it's probably, oh, it was twins and they're dead. Rip. It's okay, they were level 230s. It was on a dupe one. I was going to see if it was going to have the level 234, so it works. They had the dad stat. They had the dad stat for melee. They didn't have the weight. Oh, they had the weight, just not the food, I think. Damn, that wouldn't have been bad to have as backups, though. Vin Diesel definitely will probably make another 5 more Fast and Furious movies by the time Ark 2 comes out. He'll make a Fast and the Furious movie about Ark before Ark 2 comes out. Family. Dude, I would watch it. Vin Diesel fighting a Rex and says, I have a family. He's taming a bunch of dinos. They're all his family. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That's a win-win right there. The world would be healing with that one. I wonder if bodies will fall through the trap properly. Stop getting stuck. Alright, here we go. That's bullshit. Damn it. If I put it right at the edge. Look at the symmetry on this. But I can't seem to find a guy I care to play right now. Oh. A game to play right now. Are you not playing Ark right now? Oh, so it's just been on Ark. Okay. BS on Ark. Fair enough. Yeah, or Call of Duty, for sure. Yeah, for me, if it wasn't Ark, it'd still be Monster Hunter. I played Monster Hunter last night. I did the new event. That game's semi-struggling with pumping out content fast enough, but apparently they got a Street Fighter collab coming in soon. They still have yet to release the details, so there we go. Hopefully that is good and keeps people going for a while. The other game would be, yeah, Oblivion. And, well, yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't know what it is. It's the challenge of taking on those dinos. I guess it's because I've tried to get a bunch of my friends into it, and it feels like if none of those weapons resonate with you and you're not having a good time using those weapons, because it's like 14 weapons to use and like learn and master, I just focused on my hammer. I'm a hammer main, so I started off with the dual blades. Dual blades was fun. I was having a good time with that. But then once I discovered the hammer and I was having a lot of fun with that, I was like, dude, I'm not going back. And just using the hammer, the flow of the fighting with the hammer just resonated with me so hard. Like I was hooked. And I had some other friends who were like, I don't like this weapon. I don't like this weapon. I'm not digging this one. But then they eventually found one that really stuck out to them. And then they started like enjoying the game in the process. Maybe I'm a sucker for cosmetics because that game gives you a plethora. Every single monster you fight has a whole, like, 2 different versions of armor set you can make with them. So I'm like big on making my guy look as cool as possible and have like, if I booted it up right now, you'd see I have like a bunch of loadout saves for different fits. It's like, this one looks like a minotaur, this one looks like an assassin, this one looks like this. And I was like, this looks cool. So that I'm big on the fashion hunting for that game, but I'm also like, I love the challenge and going for like the big fights and whatnot and trying to like, granted, there hasn't been something that absolutely pushed me as far as other games have, but it still is very challenging. I was playing New World. Oh yeah, that's the MMO from Amazon, right? I never got into that one, but okay, yeah. Not bad. I heard it like most. All right, so I had like 2 friends who played the crap out of it, but they seemed to like play the absolute crap out of it early on, and then like, but this was like 2-3 years ago. Once they like hit like the end game, they were saying there wasn't much for end game, so I don't know how it is now, but I know that's something they struggled with several years ago. Yeah. End game sucks. Damn. It sucks that they couldn't figure that or can't figure that out. Hopefully they figure it out for people because, yeah, a lot of people were having fun with that off rip from what I remember. All right, I'm just going to make the kibble out of fertilized eggs because I don't care. We're doing it with these dinos. I don't know if they'll be in range for whatever. I could just pick up the eggs. Yeah, yeah, honestly, it's just Monster Hunter. Like, the challenge for me is something that just keeps on. It's an engaging challenge for me on top of, like, all the other things. The fashion hunting, the grinding for, like, the absolute best gear. And because, like, once you hit endgame on Monster Hunter, the grind is there for sure. You're grinding for gems. You're grinding for certain armor pieces with certain armor, like equipped benefits. Like some of them will give you, if you have 2 of these armor set of, what is it? It's head, chest piece, legs, gloves, waistband, and boots. So 6. Yeah. So out of 6 armor pieces, there's like some of them will give you benefits if you're wearing 2 out of the 6 or 4 out of the 6, the armor set bonuses. So it's like balancing the armor set bonuses with the gem slot bonuses and like kind of finding the right balance of those on top of like prepping for a big hunt is always, I don't know, I feel engaged with that. You want to make sure you eat a meal before heading out for a big battle because it'll give you a certain buff. There's different type of meal buffs and there's different type of items to bring like traps, bombs, flash pods, dung pods, all that stuff to like prep for like a really big hunt. And it's always engaging with Monster Hunter once you get to like really planning for a big hunt and like going on it. Yeah, it like one of my buddies, like he's really big on those grindy games. Like he's the one that plays Tarkov. He's super hardcore into like all that stuff, and he seemed like he was enjoying Monster Hunter when I was trying to get him into it. And then like once he hit endgame is when he really seemed to resonate with him. He was like, "Oh, okay, now I get it. I see how this game is," and he started having a lot more fun with it for sure. Because that game does struggle a little bit with like getting the like kicking it into gear, because like going through that story is kind of grueling. I'm not gonna lie, that the story's nothing to like write home about, and it has those stupid missions in video games where you're following somebody and you just have to wait for the dialogue and you guys to reach your destination at a stupid pace. So that stuff's always grueling in games, and I was kind of upset to see that it was in Monster Hunter. Granted, it was in World 2 to a certain extent, but not as much. It's definitely a lot there in Wilds. It's not the longest ones, but it is annoying when it happens, and you're just like, come on, just get me to the next monster. I want to fight it. And there's still a lot to learn within the ecosystems of each area in Monster Hunter, so I don't know. I do have a huge pull for it. I have like I said, it was my bias game of the year before I played Expedition 33, so I did have a lot of love for Monster Hunter. I never tried Wukong, and it was absolutely a game up my alley, and I should absolutely still go out and try that game. I feel bad that I did not, but yeah, definitely want it, because I loved Elden Ring, and I was like, dude, this, not that it is Elden Ring like, but I mean, like, it has those elements for sure, you know, with the save points and the difficulty at least. So I do got to try Wukong still. So if anything, that's a backlog game. Elden Ring has it's like its own spin-off game. I am tempted on trying that one too, but it's it's technically like a small spin-off because it's I think it's like $40 off rip. It's not connected to the game directly, but it's I'm not saying it's gonna play like Fortnite, but it's like you drop in on like a battlefield like Fortnite. I think it's 3 people co-op. You guys drop in on the map. The map shrinks. You fight NPCs because it's not PvP, it's PvE, but you're working with your buddies, and you wherever the map shrinks, you're collecting resources and whatnot, and you have like loaded out characters that are like, there's like a bird person, a witch that you can start off with, and like you're picking a character that has its role and it has special abilities to going in on this. And the map shrinks once it gets to the very like the smallest ring. You fight a boss, and then it resets, and I think it does it a total of 3 times, and on the last time you're fighting the hardest boss possible if you can make it there. That's my understanding, and I watched several videos on it, and I'm pretty comfortable with that's exactly what it is. I kind of respect it for trying something new, but I was like, I'm gonna hold off on this one until I hear like maybe a little bit more. Granted, it is only $40, so I mean, it's not like it's a horrible price to start off with and try out, but just enough for me to be like, I think I'll just hold off just a little bit. But I do appreciate when games go out and take like a risk like that. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have left those Rexes out anyway. Kibble. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to make those 2. Yeah, these Rexes gotta come over here. Actually, I'm gonna have this guy come over here. Do you know if they have to be mate boosted to drop non-fertile eggs, or if they'll just drop it no matter what? Uh-oh, one of these is mislabeled. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I don't, well, okay, so I don't need the male out for them to lay non-fertile eggs. I wasn't sure if they, like, boosted that up or whatever. Come on, Overraptor.
You ready to play Baldur's Gate?
Hey, Derek, what's up?
What's up, brother?
I'm live streaming right now playing some Ark.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Just I'll let you know so the millions of people out there know that you're here.
Right.
You generally keep them out? Alright, then I'll leave them out. I feel like it, no harm, no foul. I should also just leave them on mating too. Sorry, I'm talking to one of the viewers, Voltron. You've been helping me out. You be killing it.
And I was just coming to see what was up. I'm going to bed in just a second here, so I just
right on.
Hop in with a quick hi and bye.
Yeah, I jumped in the Discord because Russell said he was like, "I'll be on tonight," and then I ended up calling him later on, and he was like, "Actually, I don't know if I'll probably be on, but like way later." And I was like, "All right." So don't expect me. And I was like, "All right."
That's why you were in here with Matt.
Yeah, I was talking to Matt for a bit. Yep. He's playing Helldivers while I'm just doing my thing. Gotta make an insane last run to this cave that's been killing me and kicking my ass, so
Hell yeah.
let's see if we can make the magic happen.
Nick Jones, did you talk to Todd at all today?
No.
Dude, we were in the other chat, and Nick was like, he was talking about The Last of Us, the show.
Yeah.
Can anybody in the stream hear me?
Yeah. I believe so.
Okay, well, he spoiled the big thing that happens in season 2.
Okay, yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah. Like, so unapologetically and nonchalantly, he was like, "Man, the game's been out for a while. If you don't know, then you don't know." And I was like, "Damn,
that's crazy. That is crazy." Oh, damn it.
He's like, "Cause this happens in this season, right?" And I was like, "Whoa, what?" And Todd was like, "Wow, spoilers." And he was like, "Oh, you haven't played the game?"
I had somebody on YouTube, I don't know if he's still here, but KS, what is it, 40FD? I see Ark 2 coming out when the PS6 release. Dude, it'd probably be after the PS6 release.
Terrible.
But, yeah, no, that's crazy. Todd, well, I feel like he was going to have it spoiled from regardless.
Yeah,
just because the internet is.
Yeah. And he's never going to fucking play that game.
No. Absolutely not.
So, yeah. But, man, it's got me replaying. Did I tell you I'm replaying the game?
Yeah, it's funny because Dylan's doing the same thing when he was talking about it.
It's so much better. I like the show. I can't stress enough that
he was saying the exact same thing. And he was. It's funny because like you and him have the same like thoughts and stuff. Even though I haven't played it, what you would call it? Because I brought up how that would bother me, like when I found out the actresses are like complete opposite. Like from the casting,
not opposite, but the one should be
visually opposite, yeah, or you know, right. At least the Abby character looks just like Ellie, which makes no sense to me. As far as visually, I'm like, dude, it's like you're almost messing with people on purpose for that one. But Dylan was saying it is very hard not to get past for him as well.
Yeah, no, it's insanely hard. And the other thing is that
grab.
Her acting in this one, and this is not her fault either. This is like whoever is directing her and telling her to do this and react this way. They're doing her no service because I'm not saying she's sitting here cracking jokes and laughing the whole time, but she's too fucking like smiley and giddy, and I'm
Bubbly.
like, yeah, and it's like you're like supposed to not be that in this game, you know.
Right on.
So it's
That's
I
fair.
don't know. It is what it is. I just separate the two. That's why I'm replaying the second game, and it's actually doing. It's not doing me a service. It's making me dislike the show more.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just like, why couldn't you do this? So
Right.
we'll see. We'll see. I
Mm.
mean, the season finale is this Sunday, so we'll
Well,
see how
good
it
luck for
goes.
you in that, man.
Uh, I'm past where, like, I know where it's gonna end, and
Yeah.
I'm just about. I'll be past that part in the game, before the finale hits. I'll probably hit it tomorrow morning,
Right on.
and I'll be like, look at how perfect this is. And the show will be like, let's do a half-assed version of it. And I hope they don't.
I saw somebody, or I saw an article that said something about, we could possibly drag this out till 4 seasons, and I'm like, dude, they all are just trying to milk it at this point.
Haley said that, and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I don't think they will. She sees a world where they will. I don't.
It just seems
I
odd.
think, I think it's gonna be 3 seasons. Because if
In
they're- okay,
total, in total, or
in total, 3 seasons in total, 2 seasons for part 2, which is how it should be.
gotcha.
There is a world where 4 seasons can happen, but that 4th season can only be like
A couple
4 or
episodes.
5 episodes. Yeah, like it can't be long.
Fair enough.
But I mean, the other thing that's upsetting is that this season's only 7 episodes, when the first season was 9. So
Right.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, you know what you can do is with the next one, make it 10 episodes, and you can conclude the story.
Okay. For sure.
Will they do that? I don't know. We'll see.
Now, if they could see them getting more money or viewers, maybe that's what they're waiting for. They'll see how the next one goes or something.
It's in the next
Yeah.
season. I don't know, man. Haley, she's not at the point where she's like lost. I don't know if lost faith in it is the right words, but she's like, she doesn't believe that it's gonna be good. She's
Okay.
like, there's too many red flags. She's like, I don't see how they fix this. It looks like it's going in a direction where things feel rushed, and they could have done this, but they decided to do this, and you didn't need to rush it when you could have made this make more sense. And there's
Right.
just too many red flags, and it's so fucking hard to get over Abby.
Right.
And it's like, okay. But yeah, I say that
You know
I
who they
like
should
the
have
first
casted
one so
for
much.
that?
I think they
her
can
role?
still do it for Abby, Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Yes, I was just gonna say that, dude.
Yeah,
I
no.
just saw a recent picture and I was like, my lord, like, no
Yeah, no,
offense. Her dad's
That's
genes
good
took
enough.
absolute control. Period. He
yeah,
went in
no,
a cloning
100%.
booth and just hit the female button on it.
She 100, but like that's the thing is, can she act? That's the thing. If she
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
act,
that's true.
then
That's
she can't
true.
do it. But if
You
she
got the
could
money
act,
to go to acting, or
fucking-
acting school.
yeah, no, if she could act, she should have gone for that shit. But she's like, she takes her sport very seriously. So
Yeah, well,
it probably
I don't
wouldn't
know how
interfere
young
with
she is
that.
either. I don't know if she's if she's just in college or if she's out of high school
I
or
think so,
whatever.
but like she's doing, like she's killing it in her sports, I guess. Like her
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
put.
no, she's killing. Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
So yeah, it probably would interfere with that. But in a perfect world, I mean, God, I think she would have been a great person to cast if, like I said, if she could act.
Right.
And then the girl that's playing Abby should be Ellie, and boom.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
But-
Still, yeah, it makes no sense to me. Like why they, unless his intention was just to mess with people.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't have zero faith in it, but I am worried about it.
Right. Right on. You ready to do a super late podcast episode tomorrow?
Honestly, no, but
Honestly, you gonna take a little nap beforehand or whatnot?
I might, just because like I stayed up late last night and I didn't mean to stay up this late tonight, but me and Kenny ended up having a game in week 1, so we ended up playing that.
For sure.
And this one I lost fair and square. That was unfortunate. I really wanted to
Really?
get revenge, yeah.
I was just telling Matt how
he-
funny it was that you went through this whole process and you ended up like playing around and losing.
Yeah, and then I played more seriously, and it was still a close game, but it was like, oh man, I really wanted that win to redeem the bullshit that happened in the Super Bowl. But whatever.
Dang, gonna have to get Todd into
Yeah.
that league now. Yeah, I gotta get in the chat with Billy at some point because he just messaged me today and said that he finished Expedition 33, and he
Oh, yeah, I
was
saw
like,
that it took forever to get to overwhelmingly good reviews. Can't be that
"Yeah,
fucking good, right?
dude, it's." I feel like it's because most people are just like getting through the game slowly but surely. You're full of shit, though. By the way, um, that game is insane. Yeah. So yeah, dude, it's. I feel like yeah, people are just slowly getting through it. They're finally finishing it, but that game is absolutely, as far as right now, it's definitely. I can't see anything beating it for Game of the Year.
That's cool.
Still think you should try it out, just for the story, because I think you'd dig the story a lot.
Here's the problem: is
Because it
that
also
I
challenged.
really- I want to get through. I want to get through Last of Us,
Yeah.
and it sucks because I'm still in that like fiending Baldur's Gate.
Oh, for sure.
But I want to. But I want to get through Last of Us.
You know what?
so
Maybe
once I
hold
get
off
all
on
that-
doing anything for Expedition 33 because I feel absolutely like even if you just play it on the easiest difficulty just to get the story, I feel like once you get a little bit of that, you're gonna be hooked, just because the story wise. So I would say just get through your Baldur's Gate 3 craze until you beat it, and then jump to Expedition 33 if you think you want to give it a shot. Because yeah, I'm telling you, like I can't wait to talk to Billy more about it. Because even this one of the people who's been talking to me about Ark, we had a good conversation about Expedition 33 and talking about the ending and whatnot. Because it's one of those that because there's like multiple endings and there's just like I swear once more people finish it, it's gonna be such a crazy topic on people saying this was the right way or this was the wrong way or this was
Oh, yeah, man.
yeah, it's gonna be a good one. One for the generations.
Indeed. But with that being said, brother, I gotta get going. I gotta get some sleep. I'm gonna
All
get
right.
up fucking early, and I'm gonna be tired as shit, and that's why I'm super stoked about tomorrow's super late podcast.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might because I always take a nap when I like it's like usually like a brief like I don't know how my body's just used to it when I put my kids down for bed. I'm like maybe like a 15-20 minute nap. It's just my body wakes up automatically, but I'm thinking I'm gonna try to see if I can force myself to take a little bit longer of a nap just to stay like be up and ready for that podcast and without being tired at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try. I mean, not try. I'll try to take a nap, but I don't get off till 10.
All right. Well, I'll hit you guys up tomorrow with like what topics we should talk about. Maybe we can keep it real short.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
All right. See you.
Yeah.
What he doesn't know is we're just gonna use the Google VO3. I don't know if anybody's seen that thing. We'll just scan our faces and then have it do the podcast episode for us. I'm joking. But that stuff is insane. Ooh. Look, it's like the game knew exactly what I was doing. That's creepy. Gave me mutton, even though I don't really need it. I got the kibble. But just in case the kibble's not enough, I got the mutton. What else? It gave me. Look at this. It knew I was going after a giga. Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation, so I never got into it. And then that's my brother who was just on there, and he hates my take on it. But I get so like angry at game developers when they do some shisty shit. And I really. You loved the first game? He loved the first one, and he loved the second one. He didn't care for the show. I originally told him I wouldn't watch the show until I played the game, And then after I got back into the PC life, it's available for me on PC. But then I saw them doing the remasters, and I just felt like that's just so disingenuous to gamers. And like I feel like the only reason those remasters exist is just to kind of push the full price narrative as long as possible. I'm really gonna be. Yeah, that wasn't a. I feel like that was if. It's moments like those that feel so forced that just are like, how is everyone supposed to take that? Like, yeah, I agree 100%. But just the whole way they went about doing the remasters, I felt was so disingenuous. And then their newest game coming out, all the product placement, I was just like, dude, they're not even about the gamers, at least Naughty Dog. And then my brother's like, when are you going to play it? And I was like, dude, I'm not giving them any fucking of my money. Like, I don't like the way they're going, the direction Naughty Dog's going. So I was like, I'm not going to support that. And he was like, oh, so he's pretty upset that I wasn't going to jump into The Last of Us at all. So I've just kind of like pushed it off. And I know the things that happen in the show and stuff like that. I'm pretty caught up with social media and like their takes on it, and I'm very well aware of I'm going to be a dad, and it's gotten heavily memed and whatnot. So I'm good. See, I've heard a lot of great things about Yellowstone. And it ended? Oh, I thought it was still going. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of good things. I'm so bad when it comes to watching shows, though. Which you would think, well, I should actually be doing better. I have Ark to be playing, and there's a lot of times where I'm just doing mundane things where I could totally have a show going, so it was ridiculously good. Dude, I've heard nothing but like phenomenal things about it, so it's definitely one I'm going to have to put on there for sure, because I'm not opposed to watching good shows. Show's good, I'm definitely down to watch it. Alright, let's hopefully nothing attacks me while I grab this, and hopefully it's something really sick in here. I mean, yeah, those gloves are awesome. Oh, what was that gun? Oh, 132. Beth is a badass. I don't know any of that one. Actually, I haven't had anything spoiled to me. Really don't know what it's about. I just know that I've only ever heard good things about Yellowstone. Last of Us, yeah, I was pretty well caught up like with what it was about and things around it without ever getting into it, even though I first wanted to get into playing them, but then after the remaster BS and then the whole product placement BS and everything going on, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'll check out myself out of that. But I'm still well aware of everything going on in it just because of memes, basically. And yeah, so, but that one I know about. Yellowstone, don't know much about, which I think is better off because I feel like it'd be nice to go into that experience without knowing anything, at least. Go on YouTube and type Beth walks into store. Badass scene. All right. I will absolutely do that. I don't know if I should do that now or not. Well, let me get to my Zeppelin. I mean, I'd probably... I was like, should I just pull it up here? But I don't know if I get copyrighted for something like that. Just play it, pause it, talk about it, play it, pause it, talk about it. Is that how YouTubers and whatnot do reactions to clips and whatnot? I have no idea. I don't know the legal grounds for any of that crap. But I feel like I should. Alright. You heard good things about Indiana Jones, the game? I haven't played it, but I heard it was alright. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it was alright. I didn't hear anything necessarily bad, but I never heard anything like overwhelmingly good either. I just heard it was alright. So I was like, maybe eventually, I don't know. You buy it, and I'll see if I want to play it. Well, it's on Game Pass, isn't it? I do have Game Pass. That's how I played Expedition 33, even though I'm like, dude, after playing that, I still want to... I feel like they deserve the money. I should just buy it on Steam instead of playing it on the Xbox game, or off of Xbox Game Pass. Just messing with you. Well, I do still have Game Pass, so if it is on there, maybe. If I run out of things to play, maybe I might just jump into there. Yeah, that one, saw little things about it, but the physics as far as fighting and whatnot looked alright. I was telling my brothers, though, I was like, I feel like they missed the target audience for this game by a couple decades, you know? No offense, it's just I feel like a lot of people who absolutely love Indiana Jones is not gamers. Yeah. Ooh, level 10 Sarko. Man, I'm looking at the time. I think I might just have enough time tonight just to catch the Giga. I don't know if I'll be able to enact plan Cave Giga tonight. Where did I put it further down south. And then tomorrow we got our podcast, so I won't be on tomorrow night, but but then I work that other night. Might be a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how we're going. I'll make sure you're there to see it, all right? I won't enact Cave Giga until you're here, all right? You set this in motion. I'll make sure you're there to see it out. It's only fair. Gotta be careful with my stamina right here. I forgot how far down I put this other water base. This one's not as fleshed out as my other one. I just like basically started making it, but it's where I parked my Zeppelin. Also got to make sure that this thing has enough. Do you ever think they can make a good Superman game? I have no idea. The only Superman game I ever played was Superman 64, and that was the most god-awful experience of my life as a child. Oh, damn. Do I have a cooker here? I do! Victory. I was almost lost 3 mutton. That was painful. Absolutely. I remember going to Blockbuster. We got it, and I was like, this is going to be great. And I was like, why did they have to just spring a timed BS mission right away? You can't even enjoy the game. I feel like the game would have been even just semi decent, even like if you just got to fly around in that beginning area, just doing nothing, and then enact that first mission. I feel like that would have been like the way to go about that. But it didn't even let you do that. Yeah, that was rough. Have they even ever tried to make a Superman game after that? That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, no, damn. That is crazy that no other Superman game has been attempted since. Is actually an insane thing to say. I mean, we absolutely have the technology and resources to make an actually really good Superman game. I'm kind of surprised that hasn't happened. You can't make a good game for it. Yeah, for real. I'm still like dumbfounded with Rocksteady, who made the Arkham games, and they switched it up to do the Suicide Squad game that nobody asked for and that tanked. That was sad. Absolutely. Such a crazy good studio to like switch it up. Like, hey, oh, by the way, now you guys are going to do a live service game. It's like, whoa, whoever made that call, they should be the ones facing any of the repercussions from that, because that was a horrible call. That was no need for that. It's a bad decision all around. Yo, when the hell did I grab that? That's sick. Didn't even know I grabbed an Ascendant Scuba Tank blueprint. And that's not bad to make either. Sick. Alright, a gamer made a game, like, yeah. Yes, absolutely. This is what they need, like, that's all they need. There's more gamers to make games, absolutely. Yeah, like, people have been, like, digging into the main dev for Expedition 33. And dude has, like, no-hit, not speed runs, but, like, no-hit runs for Devil May Cry. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Like, on, like, a YouTube channel of some sort. So it's like, dude, he's just a hardcore gamer who loves games, and it's very evident that that was everyone involved, definitely, who worked on that game absolutely loved making games, and you gotta love it. Gotta love seeing that come through and flourish the way it has. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going without my Zeppelin. Just want to have the Zeppelin just as a might if this trap doesn't go well. I feel like it should be fine, but who knows? Yeah, my brother's a sucker for stories. He doesn't like turn-based games, so he was really against ever trying out Expedition 33. But we talked him into trying Baldur's Gate 3 because we loved that game, and he was so against trying it out for the longest time, and he finally got into it. And it was kind of like Squidward trying out the Krabby Patty. Finally took a little bite out of it, and then he's been hooked. He isn't big on the. He said he's still not as big into the turn-based, but he's digging it a little more, and he's really enjoying the way the story goes for that game. And yeah, for Baldur's Gate 3, that was another sleeper hit for me. Like, I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I do. I haven't played it, but I can see how it's addicting. Yeah, so like in all of gaming, my top favorite game of all time has been like Skyrim. It was like it's basically been every Elder Scrolls game. It's just been like the newest one for me is like that's my favorite one. And Skyrim I played the absolute hell out of. Absolutely loved Skyrim. It was my main jam. And when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I was like, yeah, this will be all right. Like, I'll play it. It'll be fun. I didn't think anything much into it. And then I comfortably, after playing it, just kept on having too many moments where I was like, what? This can happen? Like, what the hell? Like, get the fuck out of here. No way. No way there's more. No way this is an option. No way this... There's too many no way moments that I was like, this is my favorite game of all time. Hands down. And I still stand by that. Baldur's Gate 3 is just amazing. The way the game tailors to the way you play it is insane. The way that I'm still watching, like I've played so many playthroughs, at least in the beginning area, getting through that whole area, and I feel like I've seen everything that can happen, and I'll watch somebody play it, do something completely different, and a whole different scenario will play out, and I'm like, I didn't even know this could happen. I didn't even know this dialogue would spawn based on your decisions here. Like, I love that. Absolutely love that. The game tailors too quick and too awesome to like how somebody plays it. And yeah, that one's a lot of fun. But yeah, so he wasn't big on turn-based. Finally kind of reeled him in. He's been loving it. He's been like super hooked. He's a big Madden fan, so he loves, or football fan, so he loves playing the Madden games. So if he's not playing a Madden game, he's been playing Baldur's Gate 3. Or Call of Duty. He does play Call of Duty as well. But if he's not doing those, yeah. He's been playing Baldur's Gate 3. And I was like, dude, you should check out Expedition 33. I know it's turn-based, but he's a sucker for good stories. And that one has a phenomenal story. We already talked about that. Resident Evil's next game will be open. Will it? Really? Holy shit, I didn't even know that. That's ballsy. Will it be first person like they've been doing, or is it they're going back to like a third person? Open world. Is it going to be online? I'm asking all these questions like you're a dev. More. That's actually crazy. Yeah, you're giving me the inside scoop here. I got a guy on the inside and he's leaking me this information. Yeah, right. That's another thing for Monster Hunter that's I'm a sucker for is they do a lot of since they're Capcom they do a lot of collabs within Capcom IPs, and in Monster Hunter World they did Resident Evil crossover where you could get a Leon skin and it was pretty cool. There was like a zombie emote you could get for the game. I was like, hell yeah. But yeah, that's super dope. I wonder how they're going to execute the open world aspect for Resident Evil. Yeah. Man. Yeah, that one took a weird rebrand that worked out really well for them, going from the third person to first person, and really jumped into that horror aspect, which I really liked. I never played those ones, but I watched I watched one of my buddies play the first. What was that? Was it 7? Yeah, was 7 the first one they rebranded into the first person, right? The movies. The movies. Oh, the movies though, they are redoing the movies, and I am hopeful for that. I don't know if it was Netflix that got the deal, but one of the companies was like there was like a bidding war. There was like a bidding war for the IP to do a Resident Evil movie. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Barbarian. The last one was close to the story for the movies. That's good. The Barbarian super. It's kind of like a what the fuck type of movie. Like you're gonna sit there and be like, what the hell? But it was like really well executed. I'm not gonna lie, I had a great time watching it. It was like a mixture of like I'm laughing at the scenario, but it's also really messed up, And there's like, let's call it a creature that they do in this, and it's very creepy, very well done, executed, or it was executed very well. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because Barbarian, yeah, did I say right? This one was in theaters. Yes, it did have a theatrical release. I didn't see it in theaters, but I caught it afterwards. I think my brother recommended it to me, and I was very pleased that he recommended it because I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck am I watching?" And it has Justin Long in it, and the part that I really liked about that movie was just like that, a lot of shock factor of like how crazy it is to be in like this scenario and whatnot. But the reason I bring it up is because the director who made Barbarian will be heading the new Resident Evil movie that they'll be doing. I think it's going to Netflix. I could be wrong on that, but just because that director's doing it, I was like, you know what? I could see this director having a nice take on Resident Evil and doing it justice. I really got to bring out this trait scanner. Got to figure out where this Giga is. I didn't watch it. All right. Yeah, it's a crazy one. But if that director does get the keys to the city for doing Resident Evil, yeah, it's a messed up movie, man. It's good and messed up. Another movie that's like really crazy and messed up, but like kind of crazy that another like what the fuck movie was The Substance. I don't know if you've seen that one. That one was crazy. Oh, here we go. There it is. Oh, it's got fatty too. Doesn't that help it take more damage? I don't remember if that's what fatty does. I think so. Fuck. Only if you put points into food. Really? Okay. Alright. Might just have to do that. The only thing that sucks is I'm on a mountain. I need some horizontal flooring, and it would be preferable to be daytime. I have to like set up shop here for a minute. The Strangers was a crazy ass movie. I don't know if I've seen that one. I'll have to check it out. That sounds familiar though. The Strangers. This one was. Is that the one with what's that actor's name? Dark, creepy, and pretty real. I don't know if that was the one with the guy who plays Professor Xavier. Liz Taylor. I forgot the dude's name. I don't know who Liz Taylor is. Okay. I'll have to like briefly check that out in a second here. Just gonna get this gator on. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have dismounted. Just kill everything over here. What the hell? A scorpion through the Zeppelin? Crazy. Come on. There it is. Bruce Willis' daughters in the movie, or in the movie Armageddon. Liv Taylor. Okay. Yeah. Huh. I don't know if I've seen that movie, though, The Strangers. Let me take a look. Look it up on my phone. Strangers. Oh, it's an older movie. Okay. Maybe I haven't seen this. Oh, I haven't seen this, but I remember when this was when this was popping off. Because I remember the masks. Creepy as fuck. All right. I know my brother's seen it. I think he was when that was when that was coming out, he was big on it, or big about it coming out. Yeah, I definitely hadn't checked that one out, but I will definitely check that out. Count of Monte Cristo. I have only ever heard about that in name. I don't know anything else about it except for just know of the name. I don't know anything about it though. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this trap over here. I feel like this incline's gonna screw me over. We'll try it out. Gotta kill some raptors. I hate that it's nighttime right now. Get rid of these bodies. He did. Oh shit! What did he do? I'm going to rewatch this dude do his Giga Trap. How do you get it to snap right next to it? Or did he? Oh, he did. Okay. What am I doing wrong? See, I don't know if it was like a wall's length away, but I'm just gonna say that's what it kind of looked like. Have I ever had tech? I only had tech on a personal server where I like cheesed it and got the tech. I think it was because it was off of what was it? When I didn't cheese it, it was like when they gave you the tech when Genesis 2 I think came out. And you had the tech they gave you basically. It was the only ever time I got to mess with it. Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually earned tech. Like legit. So it's crazy because I played like a crazy amount of Ark and I was just ever into unevolved and it's just building, screwing around, running the caves just to run them, trying the boss fights because we never really had like a good squad of people with us to do it. But we also only ever had one person who took taming and getting mutations serious. It wasn't me. Get like 8 strong theories and a UD for the boss fights. Take it to the Broodmother. Okay. We just recently we did run the Broodmother and we were semi-successful. Well, semi. I say semi because I died because I didn't know that she can kill you off your tame, and that took me by surprise. Make sure you put veggie cakes in the theories. Okay. Because they're herbivores. I didn't think about that. That's actually a great idea. But the monkey fight is easier with Rexes. You sure the dinos? I mean the Dinosuchus, the crocodilios. I feel like the only time I've ever been humbled was that cave. But I feel like that's a very niche scenario, you know? I feel like I was justified in a way. Need better saddles. Speaking of which, I just got, I was able to get saddle things for them. Unless it's just fighting gamma fights. Alright, because I'm working on the mutations. I did get a saddle, but it does cost an ungodly amount of, or it's a blueprint, of hide. It's like 14 or 16, I forgot what it was. 16, it's 14 or 16, it might be 14,000 hide, but that's still crazy. I still need to get a theory so I can get the hide at a better rate, yeah. And that's just for one, so I definitely need to still get a theory just for hide farming. I grinded all that. That's crazy. See? You call yourself casual, but there's definitely a dog in you for that. Let me see if I do it this way. Dude, how was he doing that? Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, that sounds insane to do on a ×1. Alright, I'm gonna rewatch this video. I don't know why my pillars aren't snapping like his are. I thought it was holding Q was the way to get that to go back to doing it, but maybe not. I'll just use walls, I guess. Okay. I'm trying to build this Giga trap that this guy did in this video. And it looks something like this without the walls. He's getting them to snap about a wall's length apart. He is on more of a flat surface too, so I don't know if that's what's screwing me out or screwing me over. And then kind of looks something like this. He takes away, it's only yeah, you only need 4 pillars. Captain Fat Dog, it's his YouTube channel. This is his Giga trap that he's making. Takes away the middle one. Then he puts, does it feel like maybe, hold on. Oh, okay. He gets rid of this one as well. And then puts another pillar behind here. Right? Yeah, okay. It's like directly behind this one, like another wall's. This one doesn't feel like it's a wall's length, but maybe it is. He's getting his to snap really well, though. I don't know how he's doing that. I thought if I held Q, it did that, for me at least. It's supposed to look something like this. And he straight up runs the Giga in there, turns around, and it's stuck. I feel like this is off. I don't know how he did it. He's getting his pillars to not fully go like half into each other as well. I don't know. What am I doing? It does. So we do have a dilemma. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. If it's bad, I'll just run back to the Zeppelin and just do the Zeppelin method. I feel like the Zeppelin should be good too. Still, maybe. Attempt number 1 of trapping the Giga or taming the Giga. God have mercy on our souls. Alright. See, I was being a cheap bastard about it. I have one metal gate. For no reason. One behemoth gate? One behemoth gate? And what, some walls and pillars? Gotta be more than just a behemoth gate. Just smaller gates around it. I wish I would have remembered our one where it was like, I think it was like walls and there's like triangle ceilings or something like that. It looked like a giant bear trap that was made, and we had it on Evolved on Ragnarok, and we had a Giga trapped for the longest time, and it was nice. Worked really, it was really effective. Where did this, how did I miss him? See, he's right behind me, isn't he? No. Oh, there he is. Alrighty. Come on, Cletus. Damn. Oh, my God. That's a good saddle. Oh, no, it's not. I thought I had a good saddle on this bird. I don't. That's my other bird that has the good saddle. He chunked the hell out of me. Holy shit. Okay. Now I'm a little more scared. I just wanted to have, some stakes in this. Yeah, it's for the Easter event. We got the Easter colors. Ooh. Because our server's still on the Easter. We have yet to change that. Where the hell did he go? Is he behind this rock? Where did he go? Oh, he's down there. Okay, good, good. I should have just took some rare flowers. Bam. Already forgot. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's got to be somewhere close. No way he's just standing there. Oh, come on. What's he doing? Ooh! like the music. Dun, dun. All right. Yeah, kill the thingy. Woo-wee. Still chasing me? He's not interested. Damn. The hitbox was garbage, but alright. No way. What is he doing? Oh, yeah? Oh, wow. Okay. Dude. Alright, I gotta stop playing around too much. He's gonna kill me. And he didn't go right through it. Mother trucker. Ah. Alright. This is why we don't be lazy. Now you want to walk after me? Maybe all I need to do is just... shoot it! Oh, I hate when this happens. Yeah. Woo! Ooh-wee. Oh, so close. Alright, you gotta get him, like, further back. His turning radius is garbage. Whew. Alright. Oh, come on. He's not gonna do it again. Damn it. Come on. Oh. Alright, I took a nasty hit, but he might be stuck in there. He's gonna bait me. He's just gonna... Oh, shit. Yeah, being lazy worked. Somewhat. I'll lose this bird if, if he's not stuck in there, this bird's dead. I don't think he'd take another hit. Got too much shit on him to crowd pot him. Well, I mean, let's just test the boundaries. Let me move him to the Zeppelin. Scary. Ooh, get on there. Thank you, thank you. Dude, does he have to walk up on this thing? This is how stupid it is. Good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. What are you doing? Oh, eating a corpse? Right? Or he just didn't want to be on the Zeppelin. Look, we can't be picky and choosy, bird. No, that would be so horrible. I just watch him die in front of my eyes. I'm like, yeah. And he is on attack my targets too. Ooh. Alright. You know, if he breaks out of this, I'm totally dead. I think we're good though. It's gonna take forever. I think it said Dodo Deck said 80 something headshots with this. So anyway, guys, what's your favorite game and favorite movie? I can also change my YouTube back to. I gotta pull up my other. Whatever. We'll do that later. Ugh. Oh. Wasn't paying attention. I deserve missing that one. There we go. Alright. It's 80, I believe. Yeah, 80. Right? I remember we saw this a while back and we're like, holy shit, there's a level 80 Giga, steer clear. There was also a level 5 or a level 2 one of a not too far away from this one. And we went off and killed that one. But then we're like, oh, let's just stay away from the 80. But we have better and bigger plans for the 80. Or if I could find even a male and just get them mated, maybe that might be the move too. And then use their mated offspring as, or use this one after it's mated to make it Aqua Dino. Although the blue skin Aqua Dino is literally perfect, right? It was meant. It's meant for this. Oh, that took a lot less than 80. Maybe I didn't put the Dodo Dex information right. Might. Okay, I was gonna say, where the hell? Just throw that in there. Hopefully that. I don't know if that'll be enough off of our settings, but if it isn't, it was shit. If not, I could always try to. Well, I know I got narcotics on the bird. I thought I had more than that on him. Shit, I think it's on the other bird is where I have most of the other ones. Not good. Berries are better. I think I did remember hearing that, right? Because, like, you don't, well, they buy up more timer. Okay. I mean, this is not the way to go. I mean, shit. We'll see. Our gathering is better, but not the best. Wish I was closer. I wish this was closer to my base. I'd be like, actually, I don't think I would have enough time. I think I'm just gonna have to use the narcotics. There's no way, unless I keep on just running berry, running berry. I feel like I never thought I'd get this far. That type of moment. Let's start it off. Yeah, 13. Yeah. I don't know if I should have just fed them all to him at one time, but it looks like we're going to have to go the narcotic route. I really hope that the 3 is enough. I mean, I guess if not, he's going to be stuck here. I can return back, knock him out. Clearly, it didn't take the 80 that I thought it was going to. Oh, there it goes. Just took 1. We're good. Our taming thing is high, so I was like hopeful for that. 119 gigas, crazy. The good life. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shield your eyes. Don't feel too bad, all right? Could only imagine how hectic things would be on official. Why I feel like that health is not that crazy. Right? I'm reading. Yeah, 17,000. But then again, it is a giga, so. I make sure to tame a bunch of low-level dinos for their eggs so I can make kibble. Like I said, I still like making the kibble, but it's like, yeah, we don't need technically as much kibble. I didn't think it would be that quick, honestly, though. That is rough. Even taming a dodo with kibble? Probably. That was pretty fast. Tell my brother, I'm like, hey, maybe we over-tweaked the taming time. Yeah, no, I'm actually very happy the trap worked. And I was kind of like worried about it initially because in the video he had it snapping without making any walls, but the distance was about a wall's length. So yeah, I guess that's all you need for a giga. The more you know. I'm actually happy with that trap too. It was really good. Not happy that I almost lost the bird. I thought it had the better saddle. It definitely doesn't. I should switch those saddles when I get back to my base. Ugh, it's gonna take forever. But I can bring the Zeppelin back and load it up later on for stuff I need to bring to that other water base. At least today was not all for naught. We went out and we setting the big plan in motion. The Aqua Giga, Aqua Dino. Whew. Yeah, who knows? Maybe throughout my days while I'm not streaming or whatnot, I'll try to, since it was that easy, maybe I might be able to have find another Giga decent level or something just as a male, just to have some offsprings of them. And then I feel more comfortable taking a throwaway Giga into the cave. Yeah. especially that the health. I thought it was gonna be a lot more, but then again, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it would suck to lose the Giga off and be like, yep, no, well, that was all I got. The real plan is to take 5 Gigas into the cave. Being greedy. I don't need any of this, but I'll take it anyway. Throw it in the grinder. Or just put it on... I have a RG at my base that I just put all my throwaway items in. Or not throwaway, but it's like all extra base materials and stuff. Just in case I ever need it. I'm on a server boosted, you know, practically a bunch of different things, but I'm such a penny pincher when it comes to things as well, clearly. They want to make the more expensive Giga trap. When I clearly could easily make it, I'm just like, nah. Yeah, so that's the other teams I have. Yeah, for the caves. When the last time you were talking about it, and then when we also talked about it, we were bringing up how to my buddy Russell, who's playing this as well. Or I wonder if he ever is gonna get on tonight. Nah, what a loser. We were talking about things we'll need for the caves, and berries seem to be the absolute winner, just well rounded. So I do have a couple berries I've been leveling up. They're not the highest level. I forgot what I have them as. I do have base ones for breeding, though, as far as I do right now. Because I went out looking, like, I had a whole night where I was just going and looking out for berries. There was, I found, the highest level I found was 140. And I was like, yeah, let's get it started. I was on the back of the gator, just trank darting it. Everything was going smooth. The water that we were standing in got just to the point where the berry was swimming, and if the berry can swim, he can tail swipe. Tail swiped, basically knocked me off the gator. Gator was on aggressive, or not aggressive, but, you know, attacked my target, and while I was stunned, he killed the berry, and I was like, no. So that was rough. Yeah, antidote for the rabies, absolutely. I remember not... The worst incident for rabies was going into the Ragnarok caves, because that was like my first time ever really doing caves. Like, even when I played on the island, like when we first started playing on Evolved and we were on the island, never did any of the caves. I think, actually I lied. We only did one cave, and that was the one on Carno Island, and that one's actually really easy or simple. And aside from that, I haven't done any of the other caves until recently, and then on Ragnarok was when we went on Evolved, and we had like most of my time playing on Ark Evolved was on Ragnarok, and we were doing the caves in that one, which are super bullshit, but they're also a lot of fun too when you have a lot of people just screwing around or making mistakes, silly and also aggravating. I was very upset when a lot of those mistakes happened off rip, but I look back on those memories fondly and laugh about them now because it was silly. But rabies absolutely decimated our whole team once because we didn't know about it. We didn't know that was a thing. And then we got to the point where we're like, get away from me, I got rabies. And then, yeah, absolutely, antidote became a super hardcore thing you got to just carry on you. Absolutely, whenever any bats are involved. So... good times. Yeah, so I don't know when, because the other guy who's been doing the caves with me here, Russell, his name's Brock on here, he's been hitting up mainly the land ones, so he's been taking care of those ones. I did the Redwoods one with him, and that one we made a couple mistakes. I got too close to him with a pike and it killed him on accident. And then we had an incident when our gas masks broke or just ran out basically, and we died from the poisoning and had to run back in there and hopefully in time to grab all of our shit. So it's been a little bit of experience so far, learning these caves and dealing with the BS involved. And so far, the cave we've got stumped on the hardest that we've attempted was this water one over here. Brock, Russell, he entered into the ice cave, the harder one, and he didn't really give it a solid try. He just wanted to see what it was about, and he was like, dude, we're gonna be fucked there. And then I watched a video recently going throughout all the caves, and I was like, oh, we're extra fucked there, like how bogus that cave is. But I told him, I was on the phone with him today when he said he was going to be on tonight. And I brought up the rare flower things you told me about with those badgers coming out of the ground. And he was like, oh, that's huge. He's like, that is like a double-edged sword, but he's like, that's absolutely worth it. I'd rather have them coming towards me than them jumping at me, and stunning you. And I was like, absolutely. So we'll be definitely bringing some rare flowers in there. It's not worth dealing with that, yeah. So thank you again. We definitely both appreciate that. Yeah, the knowledge, it's just so crazy. The knowledge of Ark players can give each other almost seems insanely vast. Everyone's learning something new every day with this game. There's so much to learn. Let's see, we're almost there, yep. It absolutely is. Yeah, when I talk to somebody who knows absolutely nothing about Ark, I'm like, oh man, I am absolutely speaking a alien language to them right now. They have no idea. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Home sweet home. Yeah, it really is. You can only really talk about like the basic things. Yeah, you gotta give them the caveman talk. Man conquer dinos, tame dinos, fight other dinos. Man build to survive with dino. Yeah, there's just no other way you can really explain. It's the way, man. It's the way you gotta talk about Ark. You must embrace your caveman side. Why did he go so high up in the air? Just trying to park a Zeppelin, no biggie. Oh, that's horrible. What are you doing? Okay, didn't want to do that either. Alright. That's good enough for now. Gonna park this out, call it a night. But we will also give this thing, oh my god, its flowers by giving it the name. We won't use it for it yet, but oops. There we go. Just for now. Just even if it's not the one we bring in. On principle. We're making things happen. Oh, he went in my inventory. I was like, why is he not in there? Alright. And let me give these all to the... See, I named this bird a Sacred from Monster Hunter. You get all my BS parts. Thank you. Get that kibble in the fridge. Berries, 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 berries. Berries. Alright, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate all the back and forth we've been able to have and the discussions we've had. It's been fun. Yeah. Ooh, before I leave, or before you leave, do you want to check out, I added an outro to this, to my page here. So now I'll click an outro before I start heading out completely. And then yeah, just let me know how you like it, if you like it, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to my guy's bed and call it a night. But yeah, thank you again for hanging out with me, talking with me. Appreciate it. It was good talk, good vibes, a lot of information, a lot of learning. Also, thank you for the follow. I never got to say that to you directly. I just saw that. I don't have everything set up to where it pops up on my screen yet. I'll figure that out eventually. But with that being said, thank you all. Even on YouTube, did have one comment at least. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys next time. And I'll hit you with this outro right now.